Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech AI, where machines meet mastery and talent meets transformation. Today, you're in for a real treat. You know those videos that instantly calm your mind, lock your eyes to the screen, and leave you whispering, wow, this is one of them. In this episode, Miss Construction is doing what she does best, turning the unthinkable into reality. The project? Something even seasoned builders called impossible. But when she shows up, armed with nothing but her tools, vision, and grit, the impossible suddenly starts taking shape, brick by brick, cut by cut. It's not just construction, it's an experience. You'll hear the hum of the drill, the click of the hammer, the swoosh of smoothing tools, all combining into a deeply relaxing, ASMR-like rhythm that feels more like art than labor. And as the structure rises, you'll realize you're watching not just a build, but a story. A story of precision, a story of focus, a story told without words, only motion. So find a comfy seat, put your headphones on, and get ready to watch the most satisfying video you'll see today. Trust me, the ending will blow your mind. Let's get into it. This is Miss Construction. just like that, from dust and scraps to something truly unforgettable. What you've just witnessed isn't just construction, it's passion, precision, and pure satisfaction. Only misconstruction can take a mess of raw materials and transform it into something this smooth, this clean, this perfect. Every cut, every placement, every detail. It wasn't just about building, it was about storytelling through motion. And if you're like us, you probably found yourself getting lost in the rhythm, feeling oddly relaxed, and maybe even whispering just one more minute as the video went on. We'd love to know, what was your favorite moment from today's build? Was it the unexpected twist at the end? That perfectly aligned panel? Or maybe that oddly satisfying sound of the final piece clicking into place? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Misconstruction reads them all. If this video brought you a moment of peace, a bit of inspiration, or just made your day better, do us a favor. Subscribe to Tech AI of Great. Like this video